So you got like a 5-minute punch clock, like 5-minute punch requirement. That's what.
What you mean?
Like if the anime doesn't have a punch in it within the first 5 minutes.
Oh, somebody getting punched in the face.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. If a fist, you got a fist for 5 every at least 5 minutes. Somebody got to get hit. For you to.
You're making me sound like I'm a violent person or something.
Hey, look, listen. If the boot fits.
No, man, I like chill stuff. Oh, maybe the less violent physical stuff. Maybe it's better than me reading it.
Okay.
Because I got into Chobits.
Which one?
That one's like early 2000s manga.
That sounds really Chobit. Yeah. Okay, yeah, I think I remember you talking.
It's an anime, but I remember reading it and being like, "Oh, this isn't anything close to what I thought it was." Like sci-fi, sci-fi-esque. But yeah, I just need a second with some anime. Like we were watching Future Diary. Yeah. And when a woman just got like slashed up in the alleyway, I'm just like, all right, what is once it gets like super violent or like murderous, I'm like, okay, what's going on? What is like this? Right. That's what happened when we watched the first episode of what's it called?
Tokyo Ghoul.
Yeah, I'm just like, all right.
The thing about that felt like a little overkill. Like that felt like a lot. That one felt like.
Before we continue, if you don't know, you can follow us on Instagram, Twitter, TikTok. Subscribe to our YouTube channel. Weekly videos being uploaded. We have a merch store at tpublic.com. Working on getting that link. They haven't gotten back to us yet, but the store is up. If you go to our Instagram page, to our link tree. Linktree.com/Negro Jump, whatever the link is, the link tree for Negro Jump, the merch store, TeePublic. You no longer have to look for me or NegroJump.com.
Yeah,
to get it.
Get you the shirt.
Get you a home run tee. Now,
welcome to Negro Jump.
Now,
Niggas Incorporated.
Now, of course I'm a huge shonen fan, but I know I need to branch out to other things, which is why shows like JoJo hits for me, or like I'm watching Monster right now. Like that's starting to get good.
No, I think it's weird because I think it's not like I don't think you're. It's still not the fact that it's just shonen. It's just like there's got to be some hands. I think there's got like it can't just be
some type of.
It can't just be 20 minutes of dialogue for you.
Some type of excitement, something going like
yeah.
Me watching Fate Zero and like the first episode is like 40 minutes explaining everything. Yeah, and I'm like, all right, it's a little excessive. It's like
my exception is like if it's high sci-fi or if it's got some like spiritual, like a supernatural element to it. Whereas like with Future Diaries, from this one episode we saw, it's like, all right, so you already got the phone thing, which is like it's some sort of technological thing, but then. It's like, all right, now we're in some like, what is this dude? He's a reality guy. Like, I don't know anything. So now I'm drawn. Because I'm like, you guys gave me a decent enough explanation for what's happening right now. But now I don't know who this dude is, who are these other 11 people. Now I'm kind of hooked.
I like that mystery of it. I was like, this is cool. Maybe you know what it is? Maybe because I have to watch it on Hulu. Maybe that's the problem.
The ads, fucking Hulu.
Maybe that's the problem. And like, I don't really have that much of a problem with ads. But I was like, this is the only place I could watch it, and just like, all right. Yeah. So this might just sit in the pocket with like a lot of other things.
I'm surprised Roll doesn't have it.
Roll's picky with the stuff that he got.
That's true.
For whatever reason, I don't know why.
Oh wait, no, it's a Funimation joint, so maybe Funimation got it.
They might, because the Funimation catalog is deep. Like it got like those Shonen Jump deep cuts I've only seen from playing Jump Superstars. Like So yeah, but yeah, that's where I'm at with that. What else did we watch today?
We got the big one, just a couple days ago. at this point. Shaman King.
That's right.
Came back in the mix, baby.
That's right.
That was a highlight. That was cool.
That's right. What y'all know about that? Nothing.
That was
nothing.
Cool, man.
Nothing. Nothing.
Well, now they do.
Nah, they still don't know. Still don't know.
It was crazy because it like just watching the opening, it like brought me back. Like, what was it on Foxbox or was it on
Foxbox?
WB? It was on Foxbox.
It was on Foxbox.
Like
they went out.
Y'all really don't understand.
They went out swinging.
If you are 20 or younger, you just don't understand.
Foxbox went out swinging. They grabbed mad Shonen Jump shit. They had a whole ass Kamen Rider show.
Yeah,
where they put an English like cast in it.
Foxbox. So like Fox, Cartoon Network, and WB maybe. Was it WB?
Every channel.
Everybody
had a Saturday morning cartoon. It was almost
like an app. It was the apps before the apps.
Yeah.
And you only had these blocks of television to watch this shit. And Foxbox was running it back in the day. Was running it.
Because they were hyping it up. It was just like something's new coming. It's the Foxbox. And then they announced Kirby, Sonic X, Ultimate Muscle, Shaman King, One Piece.
I was Ultimate Muscle guy. It was crazy because I should have been Shaman King, but I was more Ultimate Muscle, and I have no idea.
Because Ultimate Muscle took a second to open up because he was a coward.
Yeah,
and he had the powers that show, but then it was random. But then, like when the fights got like real, like he fought like some ninja wrestler without any of the ropes, the ringside ropes.
The ropes, yeah, it was the Infinity.
It's like, nigga,
it was like the Infinity.
What is this
ring or whatever?
Yeah, and then like he do like a suplex with like literally break a nigga's spine. Like crazy.
Dick Van Dyke, boy, that nigga was nice.
So
it was nice.
I don't know. Since the fact that they brought back Shaman King randomly, they might. I don't see why they shouldn't bring back Ultimate Muscle.
That would be nice. I mean, everybody, they were saying, I see like a meme thread all the time of like, what if they did like a WWE anime? Because WWE already has the story plot to be an anime if it wanted to be. So like, just bring back Ultimate Muscle. Just do it. But
maybe do a new series because Ultimate Muscle is a sequel of I forgot what it was called.
Like so just do like another generation.
Or maybe like a part two. I don't know because maybe they didn't just finish. I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't know. But yeah, because remember, like he took out the mantle from his dad, and his dad was from the
right
from the OG one from like the 80s.
Yeah,
so
he was nothing like it. So it was almost like some Gohan type shit. But yeah, no, Shaman King brought me back, man. That was just really cool because I honestly I knew I liked the show growing up, but I just didn't. It was just that the same with One Piece. I guess I was just watching a lot at the time, and that particular anime didn't click all the way. I just knew I liked watching it.
I fucked with it immediately. What?
Yeah.
Kid with chest out, shirt open, headphones, just cooling.
Yeah.
Like head in the clouds, and you're just like, yeah, I see ghosts. Just talk to ghosts. The different abilities they showed in Shaman King,
got you,
were pretty top. Like I liked it a lot. Like,
you said some people didn't just control.
So it was like his rival in the show, like another young prodigy. Like
that's to do with the knight, right?
With the spear.
Oh, okay, got you.
I forgot what his name was.
I thought he had like a knight.
It's like Len or something. Yeah, he was a knight, but it was a spear. It was like a broad spear.
Oh, okay, got you.
Broad spear he had. His sister was kind of like a necromancer, and she possessed this martial artist from like in the world of Shaman King. It was like, yeah, he just died randomly, like a Bruce Lee clone. And then like that's who she was like possessing. And he was like just whooping they asses, like bad, like beating the hell out of these kids.
Damn.
But then also like being like, oh, I'm conscious of all this right now, like crying because he's like beating up fans and shit. It was gripping for a Saturday morning cartoon. It was pretty gripping, heart throbbing. Like
honestly, that whole like they really didn't know what they were grabbing at, like when they were like just getting stuff over here. It was like it's cartoons, and like all right, let's change a couple things. Like I know you said like with the 4Kids dub of One Piece, they changed the guns, and like the cigarettes stuff. They did that for Naruto, stuff like that. But like realistically, they didn't do much and we absorbed a lot of adult shit.
Like it's a silly ass fucking show. Like silly.
That's the trick.
Watching Alabasta, like once One Piece broke like the 100 mark. Like rewatching that now, sub for the first time. Like, yeah, this is goofy as hell. It's like that 4Kids dub was perfect, even for Shaman King. Like this is a silly ass Saturday morning cartoon show. Yeah, niggas are getting sliced up, but still, it's jokes. It's jokes everywhere.
It's jokes, but like I think, especially the younger you start watching stuff, you just like, wait, no, this is a little deeper than like.
Oh no! It was for me. It would be very specific shows that would feel. I'm like, this is a little much. Like the older, like original Fox Kids programming, like Big Guy and Rusty.
That does sound familiar.
Like it was like the hero giant robot, the big guy that was piloted, but then it was like a government project of like this android robot named Rusty, boy robot. He was like sentient, so he was like AI. Like
that does sound really familiar.
It's a pretty big deep cut. It's pretty like deep down there with stuff. I'm not expecting you to remember that one, but that one had like things sometimes where I'm like, maybe this is not for me. And then what was the other one? I always bring it up. NASCAR racers. Always serious.
Yeah.
Always serious. Like futuristic, like dome racing. All of these cars. Like propaganda for NASCAR, which I don't even know what they were trying to do. Like how they were going to try to.
They didn't need any more than they got.
Yeah, it's just like, fine. I mean, I know y'all don't do this in real life. Like that's not what this is. But like it was like a team. It's like a team of 3, 4.
Did that one have like slight 3D in it?
Yeah,
that was the one because it like had like the reboot graphics.
NASCAR,
yeah,
racer,
yeah. They busted out the PS1 graphics,
right?
For
like
primetime television.
Every car had like a gimmick. They can do like tricks like boosters or like there was the former like Air Force pilot that turned race car driver for some reason.
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah, he could like move through the air faster than everybody.
This nigga had like PTSD in his car. They made sure to point that out for whatever. So his car gimmick was the shit with like wings would pop up on the side and then he would like fly over cars. But if you do it for too long,
that's what. Yeah,
sweating and being like,
oh,
like of course he was a black staple character in the 90s, so he was bald and they would just show just drenched, just sweat. Yeah. And then one time they even had like the rival team. They made like an android. And this nigga was like on some Terminator shit, like caused like a car pileup, explosion, and he's just like walking out, like face just melting. It's just a robot. I'm like, all right, I fuck with y'all, but
we got to tighten it up. Gotta tighten it up.
Or even shows that they try to make it work over here, like Escaflowne, which is a shoujo mecha.
Yeah.
But watching it as a kid, I was like, this show makes no goddamn sense.
Yeah.
This makes no sense.
Yeah, there was like this like it was just they were cutting it up a lot. Mm-hmm. Or like sometimes I think the voice actors, especially like early on in dubbing, they just didn't really know who they were going to for it, and you didn't feel what was happening.
It feels like they might have just have gotten. It was like, all right, we have these available. Pick one to do something with it.
Kind of, yeah.
And then just like piece it together.
Yeah.
But I'm happy to see Shaman King just back randomly. Like we'll see what happens.
Yeah, the whole season's on there now.
Yeah, dubbed like because they're still going in Japan. Like he just got into his first like official Shaman King fight. I seen like a clip of that on YouTube.
Okay.
So I was like, all right, so it's moving like straightforward and it's like the same show. I think they're gonna follow the manga like straight through. But that was like Shaman King is one of those shows that, of course, you get nostalgic about, and then like I remember looking it up on shout out to Manga Panda. There's like a sequel series about like Yo's daughter. Random, just random as hell.
Yeah, like
read one chapter, but I just never like picked it back up. And I was like, damn, this is different.
Yeah,
we'll see. What else are you excited for? What's coming out later on? Because like
I honestly mainly still holding out for Bleach. I'm not
until next year now.
Yeah. Ah, shit. Well. Yeah.
Did you read the one shot? Did you read it?
No, you were telling me about there was a one shot for it.
It's pretty good.
With some female like user or something like that. Is that what you're talking about? No. Okay, gotcha.
It's one Ichigo's son, and then Renji got a daughter.
Oh, so everybody's doing that Boruto type shit.
But it's not even close about the kids. Like, they show the kids in the beginning, just like how it left off with the last chapter. And then with his son being like, yeah, I'm a Soul Reaper. And then like it started with his son, like Orihime saying goodnight. Mm-hmm. And then him waking up, and then like he opens like a portal somewhere, but you don't know where. Then it immediately cuts to Soul Society. They're celebrating like some festival or something like that. And then like hollows that they can't detect spiritual pressure from show up. And so the captains just start going at it. And then what's that spider? The scientist, the weird one.
I know you're talking the one with the fruit wings.
He pops up.
Poison fruit wing.
He pops up, but he's just like, no, like actually like went to hell, and like he came back like.
Oh, like he was frozen. And like yeah.
I highly recommend you read it because like he's alluding to a lot, which I was telling you, this feels a whole lot like the Naruto Raiden chapter that they put out immediately after the end of Shippuden. Mm-hmm. To where like it was a chapter in the middle of the Naruto show. Oh, okay. Of the manga. So like this feels like something in the middle of it because does it feel like immediately like. Got
you. So it's leading to what you might see.
Right. So it's like we might not even see the 1,000-Year Blood Arc War. We might just get just a whole new show.
Okay.
That's what it feels like now.
Okay, then I guess it probably is worth the wait at this point. Then for
look, 1,000-Year Blood Arc War was hard. It was a lot of bullshit, a lot of ass pulls at the end for them to wrap it up. It was a lot. But it was good. No, it was good. We got to see.
Maybe they'll wrap it up early and then just move on to.
Because it goes pretty quick. It's just nothing but Bankai fights. Like only thing I really want to see is Captain Commander go at it when the invasion first started. Ichigo getting his swords. Renji with his fight, his new Bankai. Zaraki had the wildest fight out of the whole one. It's hard to even like compare his and Captain Commander's fight with the head Quincy guy. Cause
right.
Like the dude that Zaraki was fighting, it was just like, oh, this is pretty good writing. I like to be 100% honest. So I was just like, I like this dynamic of like the strongest, like most savage dude in Soul Society versus like this kid that uses his imagination to fight. And you're like, where is this going to go? And like how it ended is just like, oh, I respect that. I respect that. That was nice.
Zaraki's that nigga though.
It's a problem.
Yeah,
that nigga's a problem.
Yeah,
problem. Took a slash to the nose and smiled and it's like, okay,
just don't care.
Don't give
don't talk to his sword. Don't do nothing.
Except for when he was fighting that Espada, where he was like, once he got slashed in the neck, he was like, all right, I might actually die. Let me actually put some thought.
Yeah, into what I'm doing.
He's like, yo, when you hold two swords, I mean, when you heard a sword with both hands is stronger. It's like everybody know that. It's like, all right.
Nigga made a freaking part of the sand.
Just that's slice crazy. That nigga in half.
Yeah.
No hesitation.
Yeah.
But Bleach is supposed to be back.
Yeah.
Next year.
Bleach.
No news from the Yu Yu Hakusho live action. They're supposed to be doing
nothing yet
for Netflix.
Still in production or still like
of course they shooting it, trying to get it all done.
There was something.
Stone Ocean just got announced.
Eden. What's Stone Ocean?
JoJo.
Oh, gotcha.
Just got announced for Netflix. I'm telling y'all right now, I'm calling it. The ending thing for JoJo's Bizarre Adventure Part 6 is going to be Trina's the baddest bitch. I'm telling you right now, it makes perfect sense. My other runner-ups are almost any Mary J. Blige song from my life. Or, actually no, because Stone Ocean was written in 2000. So it wouldn't be like a Mary J. Blige hit from the 90s. It would be something from like, maybe like No More Drama. No More Drama was 2000, right?
Maybe, yeah.
Damn, if you pull out the No More Drama, woo!
It'll be. And honestly, it's just there's two. I think we went through. It's just like at least 10 different possible tracks for it.
But the easiest one is, of course, Dolly Parton, Jolene. The easiest one.
That's probably, and I feel like that's the safest bet.
But
at least opening it up.
This nigga ended a show with a bunch of just sexy boys in Italy. Like literally, if Reservoir Dogs was an anime,
Yeah.
A supernatural anime. I feel like it would have been JoJo Bizarre Adventure Part 5, Golden Wind, because it was just a bunch of hitmen being like, yeah, we trying to rise up in the ranks.
Well, it was almost like they were. It seemed like they were like almost like fashion designers, like on some Armani type.
That was just Italy. That was
exactly. But it like they were like trying to capture that like.
I tried
fashion show vibe, like Italian fashion show vibe.
I tried Googling it and like I got nothing. So I think he might have seen some pieces and just went for it, because none of like every single one of those guys, like their shirts or like a top is exposed chest in some type of way. Yeah. Or like one dude's wearing a crop top with sleeves. The gunman in the show.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Yeah,
that sounds about right.
So I mean, if you did all of that, this like violent ass like mafioso, like Godfather-esque shit in Italy, and you ended up with Jodeci.
Yeah.
Freaking you just for no, like out of nowhere.
Yeah.
Why can't Trina be up there? Come on, the show is set in Miami.
I wouldn't doubt it.
Set in Miami in 2001.
I wouldn't doubt it.
Slip and Slide Records. Come on, man.
Put it out there.
The bad is big.
put it out there in the universe.
Who's bad?
Yeah.
I'm telling, like, I just hope if he does, that's it. Sign me a check. Cut me a check, Funimation. Somebody.
Put me on the staff.
Dart Studio. I know y'all need somebody. Like,
you need some melanin.
Come on, man.
You need some melanin, man.
But yeah, I'm excited. I'm super excited for parts because it's just in jail, like Prison Break almost.
Yeah.
And apparently, like after this one, this is when they go like alternate worlds reality or something in JoJo. So
wait, so like I guess they're gonna go like. What do you mean, like a bizarre, so part 1 started with Jonathan Joestar. Mm-hmm. He's doing like a otherworld Jonathan Joestar. Oh, okay, gotcha.
So it's Jonathan Joestar, but then like in this alternate universe.
Oh, okay.
It's still with stands and stuff, but
what if type joint. Okay,
right?
Yeah.
And apparently part 6 explains why. Because like I started reading it, but then I just kind of stopped because it's a lot. You think it's a lot watching it? It's a lot reading that shit. It's a lot, but yeah. I'm super excited about that.
Yeah.
Super excited. Now you said Eden, was that the pirate?
No, that one's I can't remember, something Pirate Princess. I don't know. It looked cool because I think they said that the studio that does it is the same ones that did Samurai Champloo. So if that's the case, then like I just gotta see that art style again. I just gotta see what something Fena. That's what it is, Fena. It's on Cartoon Network right now, which is great. Or it's about to be. I don't know. It's slated for it, I think. It's on Funimation app.
That makes sense.
Yeah. And like Crunchyroll might have it too. Yeah, so it's slated for Crunchyroll, Adult Swim, and then Funimation app. It looked cool. It was like almost like, do you remember the beginning of like the Pirates of the Caribbean movies, where it's like Orlando Bloom's character, he was a pirate, but then he was like a boy and he was on like a ship.
A little bit.
And they got like, and he didn't know it. They kind of do that, but with a female protagonist this time. So it's just like some little girl who was apparently like a family of pirates was like left on a boat, and then she gets found somewhere, and now she gets back in with a ragtag group of samurai pirates, and apparently they're just getting into like crazy shit. I don't know what it's about, but that character design looks dope. If I can find it. These joints.
Oh, that's the crew?
Yeah.
Look a bunch of Ronin.
Exactly, but they're pirates though, so they wear like eye patches and shit. So I don't know what they're gonna go for, but
looks violent.
Yeah, the sword fights look good.
And you said it's done by the people that did Samurai Champloo?
I believe so.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
I gotta let stuff. It's so much.
I don't know.
Stuff
I'm honestly, it's just like I can't. It's not like because it's like I'm not the level of otaku to be like I'm ready for this to come out. Like it's either got to be like
already a fan of it.
I either already got to be a fan of it, or it's got to be the hype has to be so loud that I can't ignore it. Where I'm like, nah, I gotta watch
Tokyo Revengers.
Yeah, like Tokyo Revengers. Yeah, like I got like the thing is something got me about Tokyo Revenger immediately from looking at it. It was just like I don't know if it maybe stemmed from and there's an anime type for it now, but I don't know if it stemmed from Yu Hakusho or recently watching Mob Psycho, but apparently I looked up that delinquent animes are a thing. It's essentially an anime about either a group of boys roughly in high school wearing that traditional Japanese jumpsuit thing, and it's usually pompadours and some sort of thing, and they're just getting into trouble. And whether it be spiritual trouble or like psychics or just a bunch of teenage niggas going at it, the boys, right? Just go back. And so like this,
like Wing,
like it's just like boys. It's just you and the boys.
That's right.
Putting your sleeves up and just going at it, and I'm like, all right, cool.
Like Ronin Warriors.
Like Ronin Warriors. Yeah.
Like, oh yeah, you got your pet tiger with you today.
Yeah.
Let's roll out.
Let's go. Let's
be samurai troopers.
Put your helmet on.
The boys.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So yeah, and then that's just kind of like it's kind of what it is. When I saw it, I was like, all right, cool. Then I actually just started reading it, and I was like, oh, I'm just with it. Like, it's got that weird level. It's like there's time travel involved. So I was like, all right, that's kind of weird, but like I get it, and like you just go from there. Yeah, I honestly didn't expect it to be as popular as it was, which is crazy because I was like, I'm never at the forefront of something. Like I'm usually just like, oh, I'll see it when it comes out, and I'm like, all right, cool. Like I was just like,
that's how I feel about One Piece. Yeah. Especially once I start tapping into the internet, like I'm like, oh, everybody don't watch. That's crazy. You like editing Derek's episode.
Yeah,
Derek Gonzalez, and him being like, if you watch all three of the big three, then like you're on a different level. I was like, oh, I just had too much time on my hand. Like that was all I look for. I was like, this is 3 hot shonen anime weekly.
Yeah,
every week.
Yeah,
that I will watch. But of course, once they hit filler, I'm like, find something. That's when I start watching like Ippo and stuff. But yeah, welcome, brother. Yeah, just being on top of something.
Yeah, just be like, all right, cool. Like I didn't expect it to go as, because it's also not like it is shown. I don't know if I'd consider it shown.
It don't feel like it because there's no just like, I want to be the best. It's just a dude reliving his delinquent years.
Yeah, it's that, and it's just like it's kind of sad. Like it's just like it's like mad sad. Like dudes are just getting like, he's trying to prevent deaths and stuff, and like he keeps failing at it, and it's just like, all right, like is this kid gonna catch a break? But at the same time, him going back and him just like messing around, it's like they're like kid gang members, and then like he jumps back from the present to the past, and it's like these are kid gang members, and then he goes back to the present. These dudes are like Yakuza boss type levels, you know. So it's like you get to see like, oh, he was just a kid at one point in time, and he had like feelings, and he was like he was a good kid, and then something happened, and now he's got to like solve it, and it's
okay,
so it's cool. Yeah, it's time travel mystery, and then just like delinquent anime, just like that. Like
I might add that to the list. I actually want to just keep up on my Verve watch list with like what I have up there, and like just watching stuff here and there. Like getting time I'll check in on every now and again. I just watched the Panty Thief episode, which that shit was fucking hysterical. I'm
gonna start putting that in the queue again too.
They literally described him as like, so he's like Robin Hood but with women's underwear. It was like basically like just steals it off of clotheslines and then just gives it to a bunch of horny niggas in Edo period Japan. Like just as it they did a stakeout. They left like a pair of like some girls like drawers like hanging in front of like a door and just playing like landmines everywhere. And then of course it was like, wait, fuck, where do we put the landmines at? So as soon as he stepped out, niggas just blowing up like left and it was hysterical. It was funny. I was like, well, I haven't laughed this hard in a while. But then One Piece I told you what One Piece is out. I'm just like, yes. Every episode is just like, yes. Even when somebody don't get punched, I'm like, it's hitting. Yeah. This build up was right. This is right. I showed you the party scene where it was just like it was like presented by like Oda or some shit, and it was just like a dance number. I'm like, oh, it's a party. Like the manga did not show that. Like this like aesthetic of like the night lights and strobe lights.
Yeah,
niggas just getting drunk and partying, and then Luffy and Zoro just like busting in and just start cracking heads immediately. Yeah. The episode just came out. They took all the disguises. It's like, yeah, it's getting in the way. Like, they know who we are. Like, fuck it, we here. All right, let's go. Yeah. let's go.
Yeah,
they gotta preserve their strength. It's like we can't like waste our time fighting these guys because they are strong. We gotta save our strength for Kaido. Like they keep saying, it's just like, save it for Kaido. Save it for. We about to beat this nigga. What? Can't wait. Dinosaurs' heads gonna be rolling and shit. But enough of that.
Yeah.
Enough of that. Wait till that emergency episode comes out.
Yeah. I think my theory now is that whether it be 5 years from now or 15 years from now, when the show ends, some angel is gonna condense everything into like 200 episodes, and then I'll watch that. I'll watch that. I'll probably watch that. I don't want to read it either. Like, I'm just like, I can't.
Then don't want.
I don't got the time in my day.
Baby, don't worry about it. I'll let you know when these movies come out.
Yeah, I want to know how it ends, and then I'll be fine with that. Like, cool. He found the treasure.
When the movies come out, when I find that Ennis Lobby link again for that movie, I'll send it to you, and then be like, yeah, this was Ennis Lobby. Right. And then, so you don't have to sit through 80 to 100 episodes of like watching giraffe fight a samurai. Yeah. Nah, you can just watch it, expedited. Like, you cool.
That's what I'm like. I know someone on the internet is compiling something. I can feel it.
Nigga, they tried last year with TikTok. It was like, hey, if you watch an episode a day for the next 6 months, you'll catch up. It was like 3 episodes a day for the next like 3 or 4 months. I'm like, nigga, just don't watch. Because you're gonna make yourself miserable. Shout out to Everyday Carry. Like he said, like I'm like 10 episodes in. He's like, I don't get it. I'm like, nigga, stop rushing it. That's not the point.
Well, and that's the thing. It's like I keep saying it. It's almost like that. Like it's any long range. Like I think of a Doctor Who. Like think of somebody who's watched Doctor Who for 30 years of their life, trying to explain someone who just started watching Doctor Who. Was like, but you gotta go see in the 60s, and it's like, my nigga, I can't do that. I can't do it. I can't match your hype in 6 months. If I do, I'll die. I'll die. I can't.
That's why I show you moments. So like, remember I showed you the big meetup when they were
the mobster joint.
Yeah. When it's like, all right, what we doing? Because we're in the pickle right now.
Yeah.
We all
certain shots look dope, and then when you tell me that was like, but you see we didn't get that context clue until 200 episodes ago. My brain clicks out. I'm like, why did it get 200 episodes from here to here? What happened? What happened? What happened in there? Well, there's some arcs that I don't like more than. Then why do they exist? That's my immediate message. Why do they exist? No One Piece fan has the same 3 favorite arcs.
Nope.
Then how is this show functioning? That's what I'm trying to figure.
People came in at different times.
They came in and then
that's my theory now. Like a lot of new fans are Naruto fans because their favorite arcs are like the ones of big battles, power users all over the place.
Got you.
Hella emotional, sad.
Got you.
Not really that triumph. Like it's like
so they just came in at a certain point and then
like right
kept
as like
going for
it.
I did feel that way with what was the movie, the Skypiea movie. Mm-hmm. I was like, I would probably watch that arc. I would maybe watch that arc. I liked the whole, like, I was like, that was cool. That was like a nice 2 hour, almost 2 hours.
That's when One Piece really gets started. Yeah. Because like I said, they go from literally like Egypt.
Yeah.
To like.
I was like, oh, okay, cool.
All right, throw away everything you just learned.
If they could do every. Okay, how about this? If somebody. I know somebody can turn every season into a movie. I know they can.
Yeah, they already are.
Because I've seen 2 of them, or 3 of them. How many they've done? They've done 2 movies, I think.
There's the East Blue movie is East Blue movie. There's an All Along Park movie. Mm-hmm. Alabasta, Skypiea, Drum Island when they found Chopper, Ennis Lobby. And that's it right now. The next one I can definitely see them doing would be Thriller Bark.
Okay.
And I'll try showing you like just one more.
We watched like 2 episodes of that, and I was like, oh, this is cool. Like, but I think the thing is, it's
you did keep saying, you just like, he was like, I get it, man. But he was like, what am I watching right now? I'm like, I understand.
And it's not even that. I think it's like Yes, that, but like,
it's like, what am I watching? Why is this a giant vampire, pale faced nigga with horns and clown shoes?
Right. That guy.
Then he's a giant. He can control shadows. It was like, nigga, I don't know either.
That guy. Showed up. No, I get that. I just like. As soon as I'm like, all right, I think also just like setting the goal. I don't think it's a goal I want to set. That's probably what it is. I think that's honestly, it's just like as soon as I think about it, I'm just like, all right, I'll watch an episode a day, and then I'll get it. Like I was watching Wano. I was watching Wano for a minute. I was like at least 20 episodes into Wano
until a nigga punches himself in the dick.
He punches lion stomach in the dick. Yeah, and I was like, all right, okay. All right.
It's a bootleg devil fruit.
It's a bootleg
devil fruit. So you want to know something funny?
Yeah.
So them introducing that in the time skip of being like, all right, so Kaido's big plan is to have the biggest, strongest army, gang, like legion of like subordinates. And to do that, it's like you gotta give them devil fruit, but there's not enough devil fruit to go around. So let's manufacture our own, and that's what they've been doing, like in Wano. Like,
is that why there's like factories and stuff, like that are like toxic, like almost like some corporation shit,
right? Artificial devil fruits polluting
the water.
Yeah. So once they get to Wano, you start seeing like a guy that's like half human, half bat, where he's like, we get a devil fruit, but it's just like maybe I'm thinking that's his permanent form now. He can't change out of that. Like them meeting a woman that's pretty much like a centaur, like body's human from the waist up, but then she has like a horse body down. They don't show her changing from that. The dude with a lion stomach, that's the only way he looks. In a recent episode, I think there was a guy that was literally like looked like a werewolf, but like he can't change from that. Now the other side effect, there's a town of poor people in Wano that they gave the fruit to see if they would get powers, to test them first. The only thing that happened to them was that now they can't show any other emotion but smiling. Mm-hmm. And that's why the fruit is called like the smile fruit, because that's like a negative side effect.
You know, I think what it is like. Oh wait. You ever like you explaining One Piece? It almost feels like me explaining Skyrim or Lord of the Rings.
Nice.
The only thing is, those happened like 30 years ago, so I'm backtracking. Your mythos is happening in front of you, and I think that's like when it ends 10 years from now, kids are gonna be like, oh, like it's gonna be like a thing that they can like go back and reference.
Remember when Luffy punched God in the face? Yo, remember when that nigga fought a sandstorm?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Remember when that nigga committed a hate crime and fought a bunch of fishmen? That's crazy. That's the smile fruit thing, like what they did now, like how like his writing and how like it becomes like funny.
Yeah.
One of Luffy's rivals, that guy's second in command. They kind of mirror people sometimes. Luffy was like, oh, this is another reckless like knucklehead from his generation. But then it's also like a second in command on his ship that's like nice with blades. But this dude's name is Killer. And he's never said a word up until this point. Well, like he ate a smile fruit, and now this nigga just like giggles to himself. And so, like they even said it, they were just like curse Kaido for making him a non-serious character anymore. like it's like little subtleties like that. It like just keeps it moving for me.
Yeah,
I was like, you did this whole thing to explain this tragic fruit that got people looking crazy and silly as hell, acting wild, polluting the land. Made people only show one emotion, even though they crying.
So he created like a perk fruit. He created like a Molly fruit.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
He created like a.
Oh yeah, you'll be tweaking. Have a good time, but at a cost.
He created an ecstasy fruit.
Is that a price?
At a big price.
Yeah, and like I just like overall, I'm just like this is.
No, I cannot refute that it is a marvel of like media to keep something going and like to just keep reinvent.
It's a huge accomplishment.
It's huge accomplishment because not like very few people have done it, and I think there isn't at least in the world of manga and anime, that's the only one that's ever done it. There's other stuff that's either tried.
They kept it going, but wasn't that successful.
And I think especially the reason is, I mean, one that yes they kept it with pirates, but I think with a lot of animes they write themselves into loopholes because like it starts off realistic, but then they're trying to keep it going, but then it becomes something other than what it started being.
Boruto.
We got tech ninjas now. We got like aliens. we got aliens and now androids. And there's these so like now in Boruto they're doing this it's like the science tools. They're going heavy into the science tools, and now there are like jutsu infused android people, and they're like it's a whole thing. It's like I can't, like this. It's like this isn't the show anymore. Like this isn't the world of ninjas. Like granted, yours is about pirates, but like from the get go, you had a clown that could chop himself into a million pieces. You had a dude with Edward's his name. What's
he had whole ass katanas on his face.
He was like what's that name? Freddy Krueger on steroids.
Just doing this.
You're just doing that. You got because I watched the 4Kids dub up to the Snow Island where they got Chopper. I think that was the last. Mm-hmm. That was what I was watching as a kid, and then I blacked out, watched a bunch of other stuff, and then the East Blue episode was dope because it was like, that was a refresher for me. That was cool. Mm-hmm. And then Skypiea, and then like just the random clips you've shown. But like in between that, I've seen like 50 different animes that end at like 100 episodes. So I'm just like, all right, cool. Like that was the story, and I want to know that story, and I want it to be over. I just want to move on to the next thing. I don't want to keep clocking into this thing like like homework. I don't know if I can do it.
I'm enjoying it, but let's move on to also today. Starting Full Metal again.
Oh yeah, we watched an episode.
I didn't realize the original one's on Netflix, and I forgot
they're both on Netflix. It's crazy. I didn't think they were both going to be on Netflix.
First of all, I forgot how good it looked, and also I was just like, God damn, this shit is scary as hell. Like
it's creepy, right? Like, it's the music. The original music in 03 is.
Well, first of all, it was on Adult Swim.
It was on Adult Swim.
So it was definitely edited because I do not remember seeing the severed leg and arm just dripping blood and just empty clothes on the floor. I was like, all right, I don't remember this. and then you just see the hand raise up, and then you see the little bit of joy, just the twinkle in his eye. Yeah. They're like, did it work?
The hand from the hand.
It's like, did it work? And then they show like the heart beating out of his chest, and the scariest just what was it? Junji? What is it called? That creepy manga shit? Juno?
You talking about Ju-on? Like the Grudge type shit with the biggest upside down head,
man,
crazy limbs.
I was like, all right, I'm going to sleep. I can't. Because like how that first, I remember how that first mission goes for them. Yeah, where they go to this town and it's like woman that thinks everything is fine, and they did a tell just like no, like the guy in charge is a fraud, and like, he's been like pretty much manipulating people. Yeah, like in this city, and she doesn't want to believe it. Like I've seen up until everything goes blank after the first homunculi when they do. Cross mutates his daughter and the dog.
Right. Oh, so and that's a so he makes a chimera.
It's like or like even when they have flashbacks to when they were training as kids.
Well, that is a flashback. So like the first episode you see, it's like two episodes long, and that's what they're in. I think that's a place called Ishbala or somewhere near Ishbala. It was like they're like the brown people. It's like there's these brown people.
Yeah, with Scar.
Yeah, with Scar. Yeah,
that's when I got lost. I was like, I don't know anything. What happened? So like, what's to do? Like all that stuff.
Yeah, so like you see them on a mission in what I guess you would consider the present, and then after that mission is over, they do a flashback of like maybe 10 episodes of them. When they first get the license, because it's like, oh, he got his license at 12, and then but they're 15 when the show starts. Right. So then they go back to when he was 12. You figure out how he gets, you figure out how he got the auto mail arm and like Winry and all that shit, and then it leads up. They spend a summer at this dude's house who's supposed to be a good alchemist, and then he's so like they're in the city and there's always bureaucracy with it. So it's like he needs money in order to keep his like grants or whatever. So he's like, I gotta create something. This nigga fuses his family dog and his daughter together.
Yeah, I remember Ed just like flipped the fuck out, like
lose it.
Like, yo, what the fuck is wrong with
you? And that just the mute, like when she in the first episode when the dude shoots Alphonse's head off, and like the fucking the helmet rolls, and then she looks and like sees that he's hollow inside, and the music's all eerie and shit. I'm just like, he's like, this is what happens when you try to play God. And I was like, yo, I'm hooked. I'm already hooked.
It was an episode, I remember a girl like hijacked his armor, Al's armor.
Yeah.
And he told her, he was like, yeah, be careful, don't smear the transmission circle, because I might die.
Yeah. I could die.
So how'd you make it? He was like, my brother did that with his own blood.
There's his own blood to save. They do a recap of that. There's one of my like favorite fights and like pieces of dialogue in it is when they go to some science place and they fight basically like another transmuted suit of armor. And
yes. See, bits and pieces.
Yeah,
that was just randomly.
Yeah.
See, or like when they fought the homunculi and like pretty much he did, like just chewed up Al, and then they had to go back.
Yeah.
And get themselves fixed.
They had to get themselves fixed up. Yeah.
Yeah, like
I was like greed or bits and pieces, sloth or some shit. I can't remember.
I remember.
Yeah.
But then by the time I'm like when Brotherhood came back out, it was like, oh, so the original one didn't follow it. Like that's when I really just got lost.
Yeah, and this thing is like, and I still like the 2003 one because it's just like the way it looked and the story. Like because at this point I didn't really. At this point, me in my like anime watching, put like career, whatever. It's not even career. What the fuck? But you know, at
this point, it feels like
it do feel like it's like damn, I got to fucking put the hours in.
Yeah.
At that point, I really wasn't like up on mangas, so I was just like, this looks cool. The story is great. I don't care if it didn't follow anything. It's telling the story exactly like perfectly. Like it's telling it fine. And then watching Brotherhood, it's the visual quality is down, but like how they piece the stories together, I do like. So I like them. Like they're both separately good. Like
because Brotherhood gets to a point where it just completely branches off from where the original one was.
Yeah,
like, I can clearly see that.
Yeah,
no,
especially when it deals with the homunculi. Like they're deaf. It's a whole. It's and that part is cool. Where it's just like, oh, you guys are really getting. I'll
definitely.
Yeah,
watch it. It's on there, but like I got so much like sports anime. I want to like. I really want to start Ice Shield.
Yeah,
really soon, but I've already started Ace of Diamonds, and I think
the baseball one, right?
Yeah, I might be like halfway done with the first season. I'm almost done with Fire Force season 2, and that's been like different.
I'm on like episode 15 of that, I think.
Yeah, that one feels like bittersweet because like right as it's like getting hectic, I was like, oh, I only got like a few more episodes left of this.
Yeah,
but I do like the season breaks.
I don't think that's so like yes, stop working your workforce to death.
My Hero, I'm digging it. I'm waiting to see what they do for like,
I'm on episode 100. I don't know how many more.
Season 5?
I think so.
What happened last?
What was the last thing that happened? So they did he meets the guy who gives him the fire cloak thing or whatever. Like he starts meeting the other all for one or one for all people, and then he meets the bald headed guy.
Oh yeah.
He's
probably like 3 episodes.
Yeah. So after that, and then it's like after those games are over, and then they usually do like an episode or 2 of them just like hanging out at the dorm. I like that where it's like they're just chilling.
Just recapping.
They're chilling.
What was the lesson?
What was the lesson today? The great niggas always pop off. He's always trying to spy on somebody. Yeah. That whole thing was great because it showed like. On that One Piece tip about like how crazy the characters are, these superhero powers are just like insane, and you realize that like you think what you're watching is normal because you following this class, and then you see this whole other class, and it's like, yo, this mushroom chick.
Yep.
What the fuck is she gonna do? And then she just bodies everybody with spores.
You control the shadow when I live in the shadow.
I live in the shadow. Yeah.
It's like, okay.
Yeah. Or what's the dude? The dude who can like change his he can change the substance or like any form into like a gummy sludge version of it.
Yeah, like a swamp kind
like a swamp thing. I was like
well, his appearance doesn't even give
and they all work
hint to it. Like,
it does, yeah.
It does.
So the suits never look like what they actually can do.
Nope.
And then what they can do, at least now based on what they showed us, is that like it doesn't matter about this particular class. Any class, if they use their powers properly, they'll be fine. They'll be solid.
Yep.
The kid who can read mind, like can what is it? Control your mind.
Oh, manipulate with his voice.
Yeah, with the and it's like even that kid was like that dude's got a fucking power, but then they expose it. Like no, because my power is about like it being a mystery. Once anybody finds out about it, everybody on the battlefield knows that my power doesn't work anymore. So like I'm a weakling, so I gotta figure out how to like. I was like, all right,
yeah, all right,
shit works. It's
all
working.
Right, well,
yeah.
let's see if we continue watching Future Diary.
I think I might. I think I might because it's G won't shut up about it. And it is only 40.
He likes it. That first episode was great. It was a great setup. For a show.
And you telling me it's only 40? I'll stomach it.
It was a great setup for a show. Like he bodied somebody in the first one, and then he's like being like, "Wait, I wasn't trying to do any of this."
Yeah, no, I was like, I thought you were fake. I thought I was a fucking weirdo, and it's like this whole thing. It is definitely doing its own thing, but I get like. I start seeing hints, not from other shows, maybe like it took it or anything. It's just like, oh, this reminds me of this, and it makes me want to watch it. Like I'm getting mad Death Note vibes. Mm-hmm. I'm getting mad like very early like that Sword Art Online, like the first season, which is not terrible. It's weird. I've heard people who are like, yeah, I sunk way too much time in SAO. Like I kept giving it too many chances. I didn't know what the fuck was going on. I was like, yeah, nigga, this shit's weird.
I was done about episode 2.
I gave it 2 seasons. Because I was just it's got like 5 seasons now. Yeah, it's still going. It's doing crazy shit. I gave it 2 seasons because the first season was not terrible. And then I was like, what do we do? You know, you ever watch something like, what am I watching? Mm-hmm. But then, shit is over. And I was like, what did I just watch? Like, I don't want to do this no more.
That's how it was with Berserk.
Okay, yeah. That's the same shit. Right. Another one.
Because it wasn't until the third movie I was like, all right, I gotta go look at.
I'll watch something else. I gotta go hug somebody.
Oh my god,
this nigga's. I'm the same thing. Like I haven't finished Berserk, but it's one of those things. Was like. I need a little. I can't have it either be too brutal, but then also like it's got to have some plot that I find intriguing. Like this is one thing I do like Future Diary. Like it's and also what Joni ties in with the multiple people.
See that? I was like, that sounds cool. I might do that. I might even watch Beastars again.
13 episodes. You cannot go wrong with it.
Yeah, off. I got my core stuff that I'm watching, but like I wanted to.
Yeah.
I just want to stick with it. But
we'll see. G, don't hold your breath. We'll get through it. Maybe we'll figure it out. But
as always, subscribe to us. Subscribe to us on YouTube. Follow us on Instagram for all the updates. Twitter. We're on TeePublic. Look up our link tree.
We're on Twitch.
Yes, we are YouTube. On Twitch.
We are on Twitch. Yeah.
We do Let's Plays.
Yeah.
All that good stuff, man.
Till
next time, y'all be easy.